Okay, we're going to move on to our second segment. And for our podcast audience, Englewood home where mass shooting killed 4, owned by Chicago police officer, sued over security in the house. This was an Englewood mass shooting that left 8 shot, 4 dead. This is at this time, I think this was Friday. We clipped this. That's actually, now it's at least 5 have died, and I think 2 or 3 are still in critical condition. There was a shooting in 2019 at this house. That's when, at some point thereafter, I think in early 2020, the city sued the homeowner to force more security precautions at the house be put in place. They could not find the homeowner to serve him. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, they could not find him. Who was the homeowner's name? Was Enrico Badillo Sr. Turns out he worked for the CPD since 1997. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the city law department couldn't find this guy, and he worked in the Shakespeare District, 14th District on California. I've been in that police department. I've been in that station. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They couldn't find one of their own employees working for a year. How about, you talk about how broken is the city? Okay, we are going to go, we're going to go to a video clip about 1:30 from ABC. We're going to go 1:30 video from ABC, and then we'll be back to talk about the clip.
Cheryl and Rob, earlier this week, Superintendent Brown said police had been called to that home several times in the past. In fact, the city had filed a lawsuit against the owner, and now we've learned that owner is a cop. The veteran officer is assigned to the Northwest Side Shakespeare District. Chicago police confirm Officer Enrique Badillo Sr., who's worked for CPD since 1997, has been stripped of his police powers pending an investigation, but declined to say what the investigation involves. Records show the 50-year-old Badillo owns the house on South Morgan Street in Englewood, where 8 people were shot Tuesday morning, 4 of them killed. The house described by neighbors as a social spot where people would come and go. ABC7 was first to report the city sued Badillo more than a year ago, alleging he encouraged or permitted criminal activity at the house. The complaint was filed following a shooting at the home in November 2019, a year and a half before Tuesday's massacre. The city says that 2019 shooting occurred during a party of at least 50 individuals, with alcohol and dice, and money observed on the ground. Officials say the lawsuit stalled after Badillo couldn't be reached, despite the fact that he's a longtime city employee. Tonight, there was no answer at another property the city says Badillo owns, about a mile from the district police station where he's assigned. Badillo did not return our phone messages. For now, he'll continue to be paid his salary of more than $90,000 a year.
Okay. Yep. He was a cop the whole time. They didn't run. They sue him. They didn't run to see where he worked, pull a W-2 something, subpoena something. What were they hoping for? They had to pull other properties. They couldn't find him in any of the other properties he owned. What is going on? How broken is the city? How easy is it to avoid being served by the city of Chicago when you've been sued? It's mind-boggling you couldn't find this guy, right? He's one of their employees. Pump the name into your employee database. You might be able to find him. Unbelievable. Now, let's get to the other heart of the point here. He's a Chicago cop. He owns the house. There's a shooting at it. The city wants changes to the house to make it more secure. Now, I don't know what authority they had to do that. Maybe it's because there's already a shooting, so they have some ability after there's been violence to force in some changes. I don't know, but it certainly seems like they were intent on doing that. You're a cop. You don't do the changes? You don't put the changes in? What is that? It's really pretty mind-boggling. It's horrific. It's just horrific that anyone had to die. 5 people, I believe, have already died, if the number's not higher. I think most of the people were shot in the head execution style. I don't know if they, to date, have any leads on who did it. It's definitely a horrific, horrific event that we don't ever want to see repeated. Might be good for the guys with the badges and the guns to follow the law. That might be a good way to do it.